Hey y'all, it is so cold here. I'm getting ready to go to my last 2 clients before I turn in all of my paperwork, turn in all of my my work phone and things like that. So I just wanted to come on and just kind of talk to you guys about the goals of developmental therapy, what it is and things like that, because I typically did not know what it was until I started doing the job, until I started applying for things and things like that. So remember, I told you guys I'm trying to find another profession that fits me, but not teaching anymore. So I enjoyed teaching, but I didn't like how I was being treated. I didn't like the hours. There was a lot of putting down in education, and I didn't really like that. Okay, so I've been on this journey of trying to find another career. Now this transition is different. I've also been pouring into my businesses, which is my book business, and then I have two other business ideas that I'm thinking about launching, which I am going to launch in 2025. But that's my personal thing. But I also have to make money while I'm funding that, and then while I'm funding my well-being as well as my kids. And so it's like, okay, just go ahead and work the job until you don't have to work anymore. So that's my goal. So this job typically requires a lot. Let me just start there. It requires a lot. You have to be mentally strong, physically strong. Like, it requires a lot from you. I did not like being paid hourly. I would have rather been paid salary, because I could work an hour, but when I get home, I'm working another hour, and I wasn't compensated for that. And so I don't like that dynamic of it. But other DTs might be paid better. I don't know. I could not live comfortably off of the company I worked for. I could not afford rent with the company I work for. I could not afford my lights. I could not afford food. I could not afford the necessities for me and my kids. And so this is the reason that I said, I'm gonna take another position, which I'm gonna share with you guys about that. We'll see. Like I say, I'm trying stuff until I figure it out, y'all. Hopefully I figure it out soon, because I don't like hopping jobs. I don't. But yeah, so I have twins. This is typically what the paperwork looks like. I'm gonna cover up the company name, but this is what my paperwork looks like. I have to write down all of this information, including the client name, who was present, my goals, my parents' goals, progress of the child and the parent, and then the next scheduled visit, and then the signature. When I work with my Latino families, it's different. So I have to translate the notes, provide the notes in English for the person that's receiving the notes, provide the notes in Spanish for the other people that are receiving the notes, so that everybody's on one page. Okay. You also include the date and the time and the address. We also have timesheets where we got to keep up with our own time. So if you forget to put somebody on the computer, you forget to put somebody on paper, then that's you not getting paid. All right. So I'm going to pause the video, look up. I'm gonna stop the video right here, and then I'm gonna keep going. But so I'm going to, well, no, I can do it right here. So typically, if I don't know the address, I need to put the address on here, and I gotta put it in my GPS. Give me a second. think I have that paperwork here. Let's see. Visited them early. So this parent requested me to come. She was like, please come type thing. So before I resign, I said I'm gonna make it my business to go see them, because I don't know what I have to offer them. I don't know, based on my 6 years experience teaching, based on me having kids, you know, I don't know what I could have to offer them. So let me go ahead and go. Plus they're twice a month, so I can get paid for going twice in this week. So there is a state website that we have to go on to look for people's information. We have to have confirm. We have to have home. We have to have a username, password. I'm typing it in now. And then here you can see your entire caseload. Okay. Then you click the child. And I'm going to hit parent. And I'm going to see. They did put previous address, okay? But I had to update it. When I went to her home, so in the system it said previous address. But when I went to her home, it was like, no, it's my current address. So they messed something up in the system, whoever did it. And yeah, I went to the wrong place, which on my end, I should have verified before I went. But I verified there, so I'm gonna put this address in. You gotta do a lot of verification, you know. And it says this is a 23-minute drive. So make sure her address is not here. So it's 23 minutes for me before I get there. So I try to get on the phone. I'm gonna do part 1 and part 2 because I have to do some other stuff later. And that's what I'm doing later is at the kindness of my heart. I don't have to do it. So some of this stuff I do at the kindness, just me. It's being human, you know. So we have holiday drop off. After this, I might have to go get my baby. My baby's being babysat. So this Saturday, I'm not being able to spend time with my baby. So I'm gonna go get my baby after I'm done with all of this and hang out with her, because I feel as a working mom, sometimes you feel guilty for working. Let me say that. As a working mom, sometimes you feel guilty for working. Sometimes you feel guilty for putting your business or putting finances over your child. And honestly, I'm still trying to find that balance. And today's balance is going to be, I'm gonna work. I just scanned my documents for my new job. I gotta go to my first client's house, and there's 2 clients there, and then drop off all my Christmas gifts to my families, and then after I drop them off, go get my baby. So my main goal today is to go get my baby. Because she was at school, you know, I really see her. I like spending time with my baby, okay? Especially since she even got older and we can actually do stuff without those tantrums, baby. Because those tantrums about took me out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Alright, so I typically go ahead and write before I get in the home. I do this because I go ahead and write before I get to the home, so that some of the documentation is already gone. I also have a calendar that keeps me somewhat afloat. This is a cute pen I got at Hobby Lobby. Alrighty, so I got my GPS on, and I'll talk before I enter the home. I better drive. Let me cook. Alright, I typically, on the way, I talk to somebody on the phone, listen to music, just be, especially my clients that are like far from me. Yeah, so I'm driving, we are on the way, and I try to drive to the expressway because 20 minutes is kind of a long time. I had to drive extremely far yesterday, so I don't really like driving long distances because it's just super time consuming. Because that means you got to drive 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. That's 40 minutes, and it's just one person. I don't like that part of the job. But if you find stuff to do in the moment of while you're driving, then it kind of helps to kill the time. Alright, y'all, I am still driving, and I'm almost there, about 8 minutes away. This client, that's a little far, but it's cool. We almost there. I am listening to music to kind of pass the time. 'Cause yeah, it's a little drive. Alright. If he right here with me, yeah, turn up with my blinking. Do my dance. Just got off on the exit. Almost there. Alright, I don't know if they're having something downtown, but there's a lot of traffic and I'm slowing down. So where I thought it would be maybe like 2-3 minutes away, it might be about 4 or 5 extra. And that's something that we have to keep in mind as well. Traffic, wrecks, things that might hinder us from being successful in traffic is a thing, right? Yeah, I'm just stopping and then the light is not red. Yeah, so we're almost there. 3 minutes. So I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap the video up since it's traffic is just left, right, left. So before I get out the car, I just make sure that I have my paperwork together. I have today's a special edition because I have gifts that the company gave me to give to the client. So I want to double check to make sure I got my gifts in my hand, and I'm gonna double check to make sure I got my paperwork, and then I'll go knock on the door, and then when I go in, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions, and I do a lot of observing the child, observing the parent to see how I can better help the situation or the dynamic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And the day-to-day of a developmental therapist, or the day life of a developmental therapist that travels, or people that do home visits. I'm pretty sure home visits in general have to do the same things. Alright, have a happy holiday. I'm probably gonna do a part 2 as well if I can remember. Hopefully I'm gonna do a part 2 today. Well, I'm dropping gifts off. This is going to be the last day that I see any clients, any of my people that I've been working with the last couple of months. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity, and I'm excited for my new role.